right, here we go.
Get ready for this fight. Big right hand and front right.
Mark's got to stay patient here, pick his shots.
Petroski is rocked right now. Petroski's in la-la land right now.
Mark's got to stay patient here.
He's got to get him again.
Wow.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Oh!
Perfect.
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Nice arm bar. Parker, man, that was fucking beautiful.
A lot of people have like this understanding that like wrestlers are boring fighters. Some of the people that I look up to that are wrestlers in the sport of MMA are some of the most violent, brutal fighters in the sport. I mean, Justin Gaethje's a wrestler. Like, look at Eddie Alvarez's first base was wrestling. I feel like an obligation to show that wrestlers are not just fighters that take you down and lay on you, but they're fighters with more willpower than anyone. And like that's the aspect of wrestling that I want to carry into fighting. For a Philly fighter, a wrestler and a Philly fighter, like that's what we bring to the table. That's it. So no decisions. We want to finish everybody.
Petroski is looking to clear the cobwebs right now.
This is going to last much longer. That's it. Fight's over.
Pennsylvania, representing PLTPJJ, weighing in at 184.4 pounds, this is Andre Petroski.
In my corner this weekend is one Devin Estes. Her and her husband Steve have been a coach of mine. I just look up to Devin a lot as far as like helping me with becoming a father. I idolize like her spirit and her enthusiasm when it comes to fighting. So she knows striking very well, and she's someone I'm very comfortable with. We understand the same language when it comes to fighting, and I mean, she was an easy pick. My second corner was Joe Pfeiffer.
Body bags! Pfeiffer!
We've come up together. He's a kid I'm really proud of, actually. I had been fighting for about like a year. He showed up and I thought he was just a wrestler. The first day, he's sitting on the bench and he's so out of it. He's like, where am I? He was sparring with Timmy Williams, and Timmy hit him with a spinning back fist, and he had gotten a little wobbly. The second week he comes back, I'm sparring with him. He starts piecing me up, like he's giving me the work. And I'm like getting pissed. I'm like, who is this new kid coming in? I thought he was just a wrestler, and here he is outboxing.
Yeah, you got a shirt that fit. Holy shit.
Yo, you guys really hate on the skinny life. It's the first time.
Too big to be wearing that shit. I'm like hopped out of it. Your traps are like popping out of your shirt. That should be the first sign.
Yo, but
good for who?
Do you remember when
Not for the shirt.
Joe's a good friend of mine. His advice has always been great when it comes to fighting. I really appreciate that too. So I asked him to be in my corner. My last one was Rick. Rick is one of the baddest dudes from this whole area. He's the one guy, like, he's just the one puzzle that I just like cannot figure out. He really just like shuts me down, and he's one step ahead. You know, he's stronger, he's technically better, he's everything. And he understands fighting better than anyone, especially from a coaching aspect. When it comes to jiu-jitsu in this area, Rick and Phil are like the centerpiece to it all. They have the Gracie lineage, they have Pan Am gold medals. There's no one that can really compete with them.
Get that Kimura control!
Balance is the pinnacle. And I don't think anyone would really argue that. You do all this work, right? It's a grind, right? I'm up at 5 a.m. and I don't get home till 10 p.m. And when you find someone you just click with to go through the grind with you, and he's going and we have the same goals, it's a breath of fresh air. Pat has become that, you know, obviously he's still an amateur and he's very new to the game.
Brady's dominating this fight right now.
Where he's new, I might been around much longer, but where I'm new, he's been around. So he's a father, he has 2 sons, he's built a business, and he's made a life. I look at him and I'm like, dude, like, I don't know what I'm doing, like, can you help me? And he's always wants to help. We're both like meatheads at heart. Like, we love going to the gym and lifting weights, being like bros together, but like at the end of the day, like, we want to be good people, we want to be good fighters, and like that's what matters. When we get closer to the fight and you gotta back off and you gotta work technique and you can't be killing each other, we have to say it before every time we're trying to just like lightly move around. It's like, yo, like, we're not trying to kill each other. That's like what our instinct is to do. I'm trying to hurt this dude. Every time I step in, dude, that's down to like practice too. Like, I have to constantly like remind myself, these are my teammates. I cannot hurt these kids. These are my teammates. I need them. If I hurt them, I don't have them. And I care about them. Man, like, sometimes shit gets intense and we hurt each other. Like, that's just what it is, man. I've been cut, I've been hurt, I've been knocked out. Like, it happens, I get it.
Kiki, do you love me?
No.
She said no. Dre, what round tomorrow, Dre?
Round 1.
First round what? Knockout, submission?
First round submission.
First round submission.
Down to the fight, to the South Philly 2300 Arena. It's fight night. You know, Philly's great, you know, to have the home crowd there cheering you on. Like, that's motivating, that's humbling, that's awesome to see the support that you have. I will compete and beat a lot of the UFC caliber guys. I think I should be in the UFC. But wherever I go, I'm gonna be a world champion one day. Like, that's, at the end of the day, like, that's what it is. No matter what it takes. This Saturday night is like the first step in that. This is my first main event. Like, that's another aspect of like, this is the first of many to come. My career could go one way or another based on this weekend.
Let's fucking go, Andre. Let's go.
Yeah, so Jesse James. Apparently he's coming from Greg Jackson Wings Gym.
Jesse James, yeah.
You know, obviously they have produced some of the best fighters in the world.
Let's go!
Andre Petroski, currently undefeated.
You cannot reciprocate the level of talent and the toughness surrounding Philadelphia. We have bred the toughest fighters for like the longest time. I wish him the best of luck, but like, I think it's gonna be a long night or a short night for Jesse James.
Let's go, Andre! Let's go!
I'm very confident. Let's leave it at that. He has an impressive record. I think he's 9-2 overall between his amateur and pro career, and like, that's impressive. Yeah. If we look at like my opponent's records, like, that would probably be the best record of anyone I've fought. take me down, like I come from a jiu-jitsu school, Balance 302, like world class. These are jiu-jitsu schools. So like I'm very comfortable on the ground.
Let's go, Andre!
Last fight of the night. Main event on War 13.
Let's go, champ!
Be first, Andre! Be first!
The undefeated Andre Petroski.
One of the big prospects in the area, Andre, is a beast.
There you go! Head position!
If he is going to take me down, he's going to take a lot of punishment to get me there, and he's going to use a lot of energy to get there.
There you go, there you go!
Andre told me he thought a lot of this fight would be on the ground.
Just for him to close the distance, he's going to have to eat shots.
Yes, Andre! Knee there! Right there, let that knee go! Yes!
Then to get the takedown, he's going to have to eat more elbows.
Now for some striking now, let's go. Jesse James is throwing some shit from Cali that wasn't going to land.
The clench.
Nice takedown.
Get that Kimura control!
By the time he eventually gets to a position worth getting to, like he's going to have taken so much punishment and wasted so much energy that like I will have already won the fight.
Andre is on him like skin.
Andre, let's get some damage in!
Oh, nice step out.
Jesse trying to create some distance. Nice kick.
Get him off, Andre!
Nice straight. Follows up with a right. Yeah, he hit him with a jammy. He's hurt. Jesse James is hurt. He's hurt.
Petroski landing the ground and pound.
Yeah, James is hurt. He called a Ken Stiffy Jr. to the mitt.
Andre's all over Jesse's back.
Andre's looking for that arm.
There it is. That's it. Get him, man. Over the bag at Doritos. That's it. Andre with the Put a bag at Doritos. Get out of here.
And it's over, folks. Andre with the Kimura submits the opponent.
Body kick.
Very strong body kick. Big overhand left from Petroski.
Boom! Taken down. Thunderous slam from Petroski.
Andre's chaining his attacks together so well.
Nice combination from Petroski.
Petroski controlling. That's all completely flattened out. Fight's over. That's it. That's a wrap. TKO!